Hey guys, I'm Orville, and this is the video review of the Mecha Keys movie edition from Kaiju Sentai Go-Kaiju versus Tokumen Sentai Go-Busters. This is a key set which bring keys that was used in the movie. So with that explanation out, first off, let's take a look at the Phantom Keys. Now, the Phantom Keys are quite different from any other Mecha Key. They're translucent and have glitter injected into the mold. You can see they look nice. There's the red Phantom Key. They have no paint at all, except for the little bit of paint on the visor. So here's blue. Green. And pink. Now bring in some more pilots, we can check out the sounds. So like any other Mecha Key, lift up the arms and fold up the legs. You can see it has no stickers and the actual keypad is translucent. When you put it in, you get one strange thing is, it says Gashapon, but they're in a candy toy style. So they will all make the same sound. Next up is the Bodyboarding Mecha Keys. Now the Bodyboards are the Go-Busters' personal partner and help them pilot the mecha. So here's Cheetah Neck, which looks pretty nice. We can see the face, the arms and body, and the legs. And here's the back. When we transform it into a Mecha Key, we can see the Go-Buster symbol. So here's Gozaki Banana, which also looks pretty nice. Here it in the back. Again, when we transform him into a Mecha Key, we get the Go-Buster symbol. Now, here's the Saba Lettuce, which his key is quite different. Normally, a Mecha Key would be like this, but the Saba Lettuce Mecha Key is actually flipped upside down. So when we transform it into a Ranger Key, which is quite different because we just have to flip the face down to get the Ranger Key. And here's Ethan, which isn't tied to any Ghostbusters. It's just to help them pilot FS-00, and it's the Ghostbusters mascot. You can see it looks pretty nice. Instead of black, it has blue, and when we transform it into Ranger Key, it also has the Ghostbusters symbol. When we put them into the mobile, so we make the Ghostbusters sound. And lastly, let's take a look at the Mecha Keys. First up is the great power of the Ghostbusters. You can see it got no real detail. You got a V on its head, since that's the Super Sentai's logo. You can see it has yellow eyes, and mainly it's plain. When we turn it to a Ranger Key, you can see it has no symbol, since this key was never used to transform. Next up is Flash King from the Super Sentai series Flash Man, which looks pretty nice. When we flip it up, we get the Flash Man symbol. Next up is Daichi-san from Zyuranger. You can see it also looks pretty nice. In the US, people will know this as the Dino Megasuit from My Morphin. So it looks nice. When we flip it into a Ranger Key, we get the Zyuranger symbol. Next up is Yuseo from Gosei Sentai Dairanger. It looks pretty nice. Most people will know him from My Morphin Season 2 as the Red Dragon Thunder Sword. When we flip it up to a Ranger Key, we get the Dairanger symbol. Next up is Gal King from Gal Ranger, which again looks pretty nice. The head is painted all the way around. When we flip it to a Ranger Key, we get the Gal Ranger symbol. Next up is Magic King from Magic Ranger, which again looks pretty nice. When we flip it into a Ranger Key, we get the Magic Ranger symbol. Next up is Bodyboarding. And I also forgot to mention, Mecha King is known as the Titan Megazord from Power Rangers Mystic Force, and Gao King is known as the Wild Force Megazord from Power Rangers Wild Force. Now, Bodyboarding is known as the Drive Megazord or the Dual Drive Megazord from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. When we flip it into a Ranger key, we get the Bodyboarding symbol. And lastly is the Kingu-Ōjā from Geki Ranger, or the Jungle Pride Megazord from Power Rangers Jungle Fury, which again looks pretty nice. When we flip it into Ranger key, we get the Geki Ranger symbol. When we get some more pilots, we can test them out. First off, the gray power of the Go Busters. Next up is Flash King. So basically, they will make the sound of the team which they came from. That was Daijuzin. Next up is Iseo. Mecha King. And the last one was Gao King. Next up is Bodyboarding. And lastly is Kingu-Ōjā. Before I give my final thoughts, let's take a look at all the Ranger keys together, including the Go Buster keys and the BJ Stack key. And they all look pretty nice together. And there we go. This is a great set, but I have two complaints with it. One, you do need the mobiles to get the sounds out of them. And two, this can go up to over $100. If you don't have that type of money, this is an easy pass, but I would recommend picking this up. So, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.